everyone's JackelWolf back in all of the Mod 6 to the sky with another 5 minutes. That's how I did it. Now, if you've been following along, you know that we are working our way through the quest book. Last episode, we were on the storage tab where we went and took a look at the iron chests. Now, that was the iron chest, the gold chest, the diamond chest, the crystal chest, and the obsidian chest quests. Now, we did all of these here. We've really increased our storage, at least for the, our little mob grinder here was where I was having problems. Now, as you can see, I'm already starting to, run out of space again, and this is actually going to become a much bigger problem because of this episode, but we'll worry about that one a little bit further. Now, the reason that's going to become a problem is that we are going to be increasing the capacity of our mob grinder. You can see I've done a little bit of an addition on top here. I've added another layer. There is a fan in the back there that is, basically pushing mobs that spawn up on that platform out into this area here. The reason for that is I want to get some zombie villagers. The reason I want zombie villagers is so that we can cure them and get regular villagers. Once we have regular villagers in our world, we can start working on the Easy Villager mod. Now, this is a really, really fun little mod pack where we can take regular villagers, convert them down into little sort of villager tokens, and then place those tokens in sort of different machines. If we have a villager, say in a farmer, he will actually farm crops and, we'll just basically do it over and over and over again. Very, very automatic. If we have two villagers, we can put them in a villager breeder. If we feed those villagers in the villager breeder, we'll make more little baby villagers. We can take those baby villagers, run them through an incubator that will age them up, whereas otherwise we've got to place them in our world so they, age up normally. We could also take those regular villagers, we could put them into an iron farm, which will generate iron. We can put them into a converter, which will basically convert them to zombies and back again. So you get those, really, really high level trades. And then with those trades, we can set up a trader or we can set up a auto trader. So this is a really, really fun, really, interesting mod. Problem is you need villagers to start with. And because this is a Skyblock world, we do not have a natural source of villagers. We got to get them in. The only way that I can see of getting villagers into this world is by curing a zombie villager. Now, there's a couple different ways we can do it. There is a way to craft a zombie egg, but it takes a lot of these sort of zombie hearts here and these zombie charm fragments. We're going to be using them for something different. But the thing is, when you place the zombie spawn egg, you've only got a random chance of getting it. So what I want to do is increase the capacity of my mob grinder. That's going to increase the chances of me getting a zombie villager. Now, the problem with it, the way it's set up right now, is any mob that spawns in here is going to get blown into our little kill chamber over here. Now, I've got no way of actually separating out zombie villagers by themselves. The best I can seem to do is to separate out the undead mobs. To do that, we need something called a mob filter undead. Now, to make a mob filter undead, it is 4 stone blocks, 4 fence gates, and a 1 single bone. Now, each one of these recipes make 4 blocks. I'm going to make 2 sets of this recipe because I'm actually going to need 6. Now, if we go take a look at the little tooltip here, Mob Filter Undead allows undead mobs to walk through it, or in the way that I'm going to use it, fall through it. So for every other block other than an undead mob, this block's going to be solid. So if I go place it here, I can't walk through it. It is a solid block for me, and it's going to be a solid block for, most of the other hostile mobs. Now, right above me here, I've got a little bit of a grass area, or actually this is just a dirt area. This is going to be my regular spawn platform. Just beyond it, I've got the fan that's going to be pushing mobs over my head, and then they're going to go down to my old kill chamber there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go take away these 6 blocks right here. And we're going to go replace them with this mob filter door. And actually, that one shouldn't be long there. Anytime a zombie or a skeleton or other undead mob stands on top of that block, they're actually going to fall down through. Everything else is going to be able to kind of continue as normal. So let's go give this a little bit of a test. Let's go make sure that we can capture a zombie or a skeleton in there. And this could take a little bit of time. It could be really quick. It is completely random. wow, okay, that was actually quite quick. I saw a zombie. Oh, a compressed zombie as well. All right, that's not super great. So if we go pop our head in here, oh, there we go. So there's a skeleton in there. There's a zombie in there. I don't believe we caught ourselves a zombie villager yet. I would like to be able to go in there and kind of check it out without getting killed and without swinging my sword randomly where I might actually end up killing something that I really, really want. So there's a couple of things that we can do to increase our chances of, getting in and out without, completely dying. One of which is to make a charm. Now there's a bunch of different charms in here. Basically, if you have one of these in your inventory, that particular mob will not notice you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a skeleton charm because we've got the ingredients for that. To make a skeleton charm, it is 6 rib bones, 2 bones, and then a piece of flint. We're going to need 6 charms fragments to make the charm. So I've got the recipe for 6 there. If we take those 6 skeleton charm fragments, throw them in a crafting table with 1 piece of leather and 1 string, we get a skeleton charm. And you can see it says skeleton can't see you with this. Now we're going to do the same thing for the zombies. To make a zombie charm fragment, it is 6 zombie hearts, 2 rotten flesh, and then 1 bone. Again, we're going to need 6 of them. We're going to take those 6 fragments, put them into a crafting table with a piece of string and a piece of leather. That gets us our zombie charm. If we go into this area here now, with these in our inventory, these guys aren't even paying attention to us. They don't even know that we're here. We're basically invisible to them. If I was to take, actually, let's do the zombie. We're going to throw you over there. You see, he immediately comes after me. I pick it up and he stops. So as long as you got these in your inventory, you're absolutely safe. There is a little bit of a charm ring that you can use to put all of these onto, and you're not, basically using up a lot of inventory space. But for 2, I'm not going to worry about it. Let's actually get rid of these guys because they're just going to get in the way later on. I did not get a zombie villager out of that. Oh, wait, we forgot something. There's one other step that I forgot to do. We'll come back to it in a second. Okay, so I've got that room cleared up. You may have noticed that baby zombie got out, and I wasn't expecting it to happen right away, so I kind of put off fixing that, but I've used dark glass in here so we can kind of look in, but it doesn't actually let in light. So you can see through it, but you can't let in light. There is an upgrade for this glass that will actually allow us as players to go through it, but it will keep mobs out. So to make it, we're first going to need some dark glass. To make dark glass, it is a piece of coal or charcoal surrounded by glass blocks. And if we take those glass blocks and surround a Eye of Ender in them, we get dark ethereal glass. Not solid to players, blocks light, valid a prairie block. So we can go and replace this block right here and this block right here. Now, this looks like a solid piece of glass. We can go through it, no problem. Any mobs trapped in here won't be able to go through this glass. This is a solid block for them, whereas it is not a solid block for us. So that's one way of making it a little bit easier for us to get in and out. The other problem with this setup is that it is very, very slow. I get, a couple of drops every, couple of minutes. It's going to take a long time for us to get those zombie villagers. What we can do is convert the dirt that's in sort of our little mob spawning area to something called dreadful dirt. Now, dreadful dirt spawns more hostile mobs, will ignite in daylight if exposed to the sky, light level of 10 and above stops hostile mob spawns. So that is really, really good. The problem is it doesn't really show you a recipe for, making it. It shows you how you can use it, but it doesn't actually show you a recipe. That is because what you need to do is make yourself a rotten egg. Rotten egg creates a 5x5 area of dreadful dirt used on grass, dirt, mycelium, or farmland. Now, this makes a little bit of sense, but there is no recipe for making the rotten egg. What we got to do to make a rotten egg is we got to go and make ourselves some chicken feed. Eggs comes from chickens, so it kind of makes a little bit of sense. A GM chicken feed cursed. Feed to chickens, single use for the chicken, creates a rotten egg. So we've used this one similar before with the GM chicken feed. You get the chicken that explodes and you get the mob out of it. We use that in SkyFactory for a fair bit. This is to make the cursed soil. to make the GM chicken feed cursed, we're going to need 4 buckets of experience, a spider eye, rotten flesh, a bone, any seed, and then some gunpowder. So the real difficult thing here is the XP. We've been collecting it with our little, pedestals mod here. This is not the right XP for it. We actually need the mob grinding utilities XP. I don't see a way of converting them, so the best way of doing it is for us to make ourselves an XP drain. To make an XP drain, we are first going to need something called a singularity tank. To make a singularity tank, it is 5 pieces of glass, 4 iron ingots. We'll take that out. Now, this is a regular fluid storage. We can fill this full of water. We can fill it full of lava. We could fill it full of experience. We just need a way of getting the experience into there. So we'll pop it back out. If we take that singularity tank, throw it into a crafting table with 2 eyes of ender, a hopper, and iron bars, we get an XP singularity tank. So we'll take that XP singularity tank. Let's just go, we'll place it right here for the moment. If we stand on top of it, you can see it's sucking up our levels and it's starting to fill up with experience. Now we need 4 buckets of experience. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I said, this singularity tank holds an absolute ton of experience. So a couple of levels, you've already basically got yourself a full bucket. If we take the 4 buckets of experience, the spider eye, the rotten flesh, the bone, the wheat, and the gunpowder, we get ourselves our GM chicken feed cursed. All we're going to do now is feed this to a chicken. And I actually got rid of all of my chickens just a little while ago, mainly because they were just producing so many eggs and I didn't have a reason to, keep them. Other than now, I want to go and feed this GM feed to this chicken. Problem is, it's a baby chicken. It won't actually work. But if we hover over it, 136 seconds, that's not too bad. I got some wheat seeds here. Let's go speed that up. All right, we're down to about 5 seconds here. Let's go get that out of our inventory. 1. There you go. So we've now got a full chicken. If we go click this, the chicken explodes. We get a bunch of feathers. And I'm thinking that drop, there we go. Rotten egg dropped down into our little collection system there. Let's get rid of those feathers. So I can take this rotten egg and I can break it on any grass. That's going to get us our cursed soil. Sorry, it's going to get us our dreadful soil. So let's go. We're going to pop into our little area here. Like I said, I've got a 3x3 piece set of dirt up here. This is my spawn area. I could do this from the top. You'll see that it will change color. I'm just going to do it from the bottom though. And we should have just a ton of mobs spawning over here. We got some pixies in there. They like to get in the way. All right, but if we were lucky, I didn't actually see any. All right, look at that. We've got ourselves, we got 2 zombie villagers right off the bat. Okay, let's go shut this down. So I'm going to go place a torch right there. That should stop the mobs from spawning, or if it does, it's going to be, really, really reduce them. Let's actually put a second one right there, just to increase the chances that nothing's going to spawn. We come back down here. Now I'm going to use this dark ethereal glass just to kind of pen you guys in. And then you come over here. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a space. So we got 2 zombie villagers trapped. That's absolutely perfect. Our next step is going to be to convert them. I did not expect that to be that quick. When I tested it, it took me quite some time to get 1 zombie villager. Never mind 2 zombie villagers. That worked out really, really well. So I'm going to leave this as is for now. My regular mob farm is still going. My big problem is if I keep it as it was, this is going to fill up like super, super quickly. Also, the dreadful dirt spawns a wider range of mobs, so you end up getting a lot more different drops in your storage system. So again, that's something we're going to have to worry about in the future. Next episode, we're going to go and we're going to cure those zombie villagers, turn them into regular villagers, and then we're going to go start working down the path of the easy villagers. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys got something out of it. If you did, please think about leaving a like and a subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at JackelWolf. Also, check out the description below. There will be a link to my Discord page. I would love it if you guys stop by to say hi. as well to be a link to my Patreon page. If you enjoy this channel, if you enjoy this content, you want to support, stop by, check it out. There are a lot of great perks out there for all of my supporters. But that is it. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.